This video will be a setup and quick review of the Ambient Weather WS-1965 weather station. Okay, for disclosure here, I have never put up a weather station in my life. So there's probably going to be some things here that could be done better. Feel free to put down in the comments, hey, try this instead. That's perfectly fine. And this is not a paid endorsement. I just purchased this because, well, I've got a daughter that really seems to like weather a lot. So I thought this would be a fun thing to install and have her play around with. No, not really play around with. Experience. There we go. All right, so prior to opening this up, looks like we've got a QR code right here that we can scan to get the process started. Okay, so and looks like we got a little wizard to start off with. Hit continue. I don't want any of that. So it's going to say connect a new device. Enter the device's MAC address. So I need to find my device's MAC address. So I guess I'll pause my screen recording right here and let's open this up. See what we've got in here. Okay, there's that. I have kids running above me. Sorry about all that background noise. So step one, install the vane cups, rain gauge funnel, rain gauge coil, and U-bolts, but don't mount it just yet. Now I'm doing this obviously inside the house for now, and then I'll go outside and mount it later. Okay, so the next part of this looks like we're going to put together part of it and then take it outside and actually mount it. And this does not come with an actual mounting bracket. So you'll have to provide that. Looks like it can take a USB plug, which is nice. What we got here? Don't forget to register and connect it to the ambient network. Guessing that'll be towards the end of the process. There's a little vane. Is that piece? I'm leaving that in that package for now. Wind speed piece. Get that out. Got a toll-free number to call in case you have problems. There's the U-bolt brackets. And finally, okay, so next I'll install the vane and the cups. Has a little set screw here on the side. Go ahead and loosen that up. And drop it in here. And it does have a D shape on there too. So you kind of got like so, like that. And we'll tighten that set screw down. Don't go too crazy tightening it down. That is plastic. Pull up on a little bit there and make sure it stayed, and it did. Next I'll do the cups. Same thing, we got a set screw right here. Go ahead and back that out. Just a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna put the cups on. I struggled with this one. The screw did not want to go all the way through. I had to use a lot of force down on the screwdriver to make sure it stayed in the screw and tighten it down pretty far until I saw it come through the hole right here. And now I'm just going to back it up just a little bit and we'll try to see if we can get it to screw down and stay on that shaft. Shouldn't be this difficult. There we go. We got it. All right. So So it took me a lot of effort to get that screw in there. I hope yours is not like that, because that's frustrating. All right, next. Cups, ring gauge, funnel, coil, and U-bolts. I guess that's the funnel. Looks like it's already on there. And again, this is not very clear instructions, at least not for me. Press the hook on the bottom of the filter into the hole on the bottom of the funnel until the hook is locked in place. The spring tension will keep the filter tight in place. So I just kind of hooked it in there. Hopefully that's correct. Oh, that would have been nice. I should have used that. Comes with a screwdriver. I'm going to just do the batteries next. Okay, I'm going to install the batteries. I did not see any. I don't think it came with any. Sorry if I overlooked them. Okay. Batteries are in. Looks like I need more batteries. Or I'll plug this in. So this can work off of batteries or off of this adapter. For now, I'll definitely use the adapter. Plug that in. I don't know how well you can see that. Anyway, next we're going to go to a smartphone and set up the Wi-Fi stuff. Okay, next we're going to go to the Wi-Fi and look for the WS-1965 B Wi-Fi. Select that. And it's probably going to give me an error about no internet connection. Stay connected. And then I'll need to open up a web browser. Go to 192.168.4.1. It asks for a login. Leave blank if not set, so I don't have that set yet. And next, we're going to set up the router information. Trying to think which one will work best here. All right. I'm going to pause this while I enter that information. Hitting the plug again, unpaused it. Okay, it looks like that was successful, I think. Weather services. Wow, this would be a lot easier to do elsewhere. All right, so I need to enter Wi-Fi access mode for the console. Press and hold the temp and rain pre button. Temp and rain. Temp and rain pre button. So did it connect? Yep, looks like it connected. Okay, so step 5 is use the local network tab to connect to your Wi-Fi. Select your Wi-Fi network and enter your Wi-Fi password. Then enter Weather Services tab to register your device with AWN. Weather Services tab. Okay, and then here we're going to enter the email address. Okay, so next we need to set up our Ambient Weather.net access. So we select right here on Weather Services, and then here we'll input your email address, and of course I'm going to blur that out. I think the rest is good. I'll hit save. And then it should send me an email on how to do the rest. So let's open up email, save, and then local network. Make sure we get it back on the local network, right? Apply. And I guess I'll reboot this thing. We still got the flashing Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi looks like it's working now. There we go. Now we got the email from Ambient Weather. Now it's ready to be added. Your new station is ready to be added to your Ambient Weather Network account. Click on the link below to quick start the process. So click on that. So I'm going to hit next. And it's going to verify all my information on here. That's all good. Please identify 1965. What's my device name going to be? How about 2 Keys Studio? 2 Keys. And type in the address. I need to blur all that out. Street address or region. Let's do that. We'll just do Decula, Georgia, USA. Time zone. Hit create. So it shows it's not reporting right now. Okay, so this is where I'm going to stop this recording, and then we'll go outside and mount it. In kind of a hurry because, well, weather was happening. So just a quick review of what I did right here. I have a pole mounting kit, and it's actually mounted to my kids' swing set, wooden. It's not optimal, but it's what I have that would be easy to work on to get it up there, and also easy to change the batteries on later. So here it is. Here's what the clamp looks like. Slides into this little piece of plastic back here. The U-bolts go in, hold it in, and then on the back side back here, there's a marker pointing to west. You want to use a compass, you can use a phone app or whatever to do that. And make sure that this is pointed, that arrow is pointing to the west. That's about it. The mount that I'm using here works pretty good for just when I want to replace the battery, because I can just kind of swing it down, right? Replace the battery and then swing it back up. And then up here is one bolt. Well, a couple of bolts to hold it in, and that makes that process a lot easier, even though it's up fairly high. So there you go. The only real difficulty I had was with the cups on it. The screw did not want to go in. I don't know if it wasn't drilled in all the way or what the deal was there, but it definitely did not want to go in. So now I'll just swing this back up and lock it in. And one last thing, you probably want to run a ground wire from the pole to a grounding rod, you know, lightning. I didn't really get into much of the mounting procedure other than just the basic bracketry that I showed you. Each site's going to be a little bit different. There is a level on top of it to help you level it if you can get above it. And then of course you can use a level on the pole to make sure it's level to the ground as well. There you go. I love it. My 5-year-old loves it. She kind of a weather geek, and she really enjoys looking at that. I even put it on her tablet for her as a learning thing. Anyway, there you go. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please select like down there and subscribe to my channel. If you didn't like it, well, subscribe to the channel. Maybe you like the next one. Thank you for watching.